As part 3 of the series, I will be now discussing the cases of men that were found. Case 1. Richard O'Hourigay. Richard O'Hourigay was a 19-year-old university student at Oxford Brookes University. Richard was known to have sickle cell disease. It is reported that on the 22nd of March 2021, he left his family home in Lagsbrook Road, West London. Richard did not take his wallet, bank cards, or essential daily medical treatment with him. He took a taxi from London to Loughton, Essex. On the early hours of the 23rd of March 2021, Richard was last seen walking alone towards Epping Forest. He was recovered from Wake Valley Pond, located inside Epping Forest on the 5th of April 2021. Regarding the finding of Richard, there was some backlash and systematic failures. BBC News reported that the Metropolitan Police formally apologised for providing an unacceptable level of service. His mother rejected their apology as she believed that it lacked genuine institutional accountability. Richard was also wrongly classified as a low-risk missing person when he was first reported missing. He was not reported missing until the 24th of March. Call handlers had also incorrectly put in the exact sort of medical condition Richard had on their database. Other interesting information surrounding the final hours of Richard's death was reported by several news sources. It was said that Richard had paid a 2-hour set. A taxi driver and the sex worker reported in their witness statements that Richard was in good spirits. Also, the location of where Richard died is allegedly known as the infamous suicide pond. It is said online by several people that the Epping Pond is part of a 300-year-old folklore tale. It is believed that a young couple used to meet there as it was forbidden outside of marriage. One day the father followed his daughter and caught them and drowned his daughter in full fit of rage. A few days later, the boyfriend committed suicide exactly where she was murdered, to be with her. Again, like many other reported cases, Richard's mental health issues was mentioned by the media. Also, Richard's mom said that her son was unable to swim and disliked water. His mom believes that he was lured to his death. Case 3. Olisa Odokoye. Olisa Odokoye was born in 2001. He was a 20-year-old British Nigerian student at the University of Bristol. Originally, Olisa lived in Tunbridge Wells, Kent. He went missing in May 2021. He was last seen leaving his home the 1st of May. It is alleged that CCTV footage showed Olisa going for a ride on his bike at 4 a.m. He then sat down on the locks gate by the dock entrance before returning back to his girlfriend's house. Olisa then woke up again at 7 a.m. His body was recovered from Bristol Harbour a few days later after his death. Because of his early morning routine taking place that day, again it is speculated by the public whether his death was linked with his mental health. Case 4. Boyega Odubanjo. Looking at this case, I uncovered an interesting link with the unsolved murder of Adam. Boyega Odubanjo was an award-winning Nigerian poet, editor and mentor. He had studied both at East Anglican University and University of Hertfordshire. At the time of his passing, he was studying for a PhD in creative writing at University of Hertfordshire. In August 2023, Boyega travelled to Northamptonshire to perform at the Shambhala Festival. He went missing on the 26th of August. His body was discovered 5 days later in a lake on the festival grounds. In April 2024, an inquest was done regarding his death. Now here is the link between Boyega and the unsolved murder of Adam. Out of respect and condolences to the loss of Boyega on the poetic scene, a posthumous collection of Boyega's first and only poetry collection book called Adam, the same unidentified young boy found in the Thames, was released. One of his poems in that collection was called Breaking and was posted in the Guardian newspaper after his death. To know such a gifted poet wrote about an unidentified boy found in the Thames, only then to have accidentally drowned in bodies of water years later, leaves a lot of thoughts and questions. On top of that, digging through social media, I found that a relative of the 3 young women found on Brighton Beach was also a reader of Boyega's poetry about Adam. So again, leaves the questionable, unanswered links